Hi and welcome back, my friends. Join me to drink and discuss some things. Always good to see you guys coming back, and get your glass of wine because that's how we do things around here. Yes, let's fuel those alcoholic tendencies. Let's go. All right, so today, just kind of bringing it back. I have other videos that I'm working on right now, but I was really in the mood to share this today. I had been working on a poem, and it was back in January that I started it, and then I was fooling around on my tablet and I refound what I was working on. So I thought I would share because I finished it the other day. You can probably feel the changes in the words themselves because I kind of went through a roller coaster of emotions. I just figured I would read it for you and maybe talk you through a little bit of my emotions because I like to share myself with you guys, even though this channel is a lot more like a family. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys know me in real life, and that's awesome. And even if you don't, I hope you feel like you're part of the family because I mean, I like to share what I can with you and drink with you. So let's do it. I can't watch another love story unfold or see another happy couple on my phone when all I've known for years is being alone. I've only ever felt loved once, and it turned bad. Like expired milk that used to pour like silk, gone so fucked up, turned upside down it couldn't even be spilt. I'm glad I got out, but afraid I missed the boat. Years later, I'm losing hope of ever having half of what the good times were. I don't really know what it is. Maybe I'm too easy or just too eager to feel something that isn't common to feel. Maybe it was just a one-time deal. Sometimes I wonder if I ruined my life. But taking off the rose-colored glasses can be its own fight. Remembering the fights, the sleepless nights, the reasons it ended can't be pretended, so I take a step back and stop trying to defend it. There's a rhyme and a reason and a way, but God, I am afraid, and I won't lie and say that I've prayed because I haven't. Because it feels empty, and I can't help but resent thee who let me feel like this. Sorry for the dramatic plot twist where I talk shit to God as though God made loneliness to spite me. Someone take this story and rewrite me. Make it so people might like me, or cut the person part out entirely and write me as a kite, please. Talk about reaching new heights, or perhaps a set of keys instill some hope in me that every lock has a key, and maybe I'll unlock you and you'll let me in, but I feel I was born to die before I was made to fit in. Happiness in me, happiness ain't free. Talk bullshit about how love is all you need, then I'll watch you bleed at the poverty line for following a fleeting emotion that is so undefined and elusive. The truth is, the flowers will die, the lust will be lost, the body will break down. I'm not talking chance, I'm talking inevitable fate. Romance is a joke and has nothing to do with finding a soulmate. Seeking a soulmate in and of itself is a stupid endeavor because your soulmate might not be someone you sleep with and call lover. Pieces can be found in many others. Soulmates are the people that keep each other through and through, arm in arm. No need to pull bullshit and act like a snake charmer lulling you into a false reality, just honest, true factuality. Lonely is a social construct I refuse to blame on myself. I am going to take care of me, my mental, physical, and emotional health, and enjoy the soul connections mass media ignores because it can't sell me a ring or any romantic thing. This is me, and I choose to be free of the way a world I don't like wants me to be. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little pizzazz with myself. Figured if you made it this far, we might as well talk about where it came from and why I wrote it. if you can't already tell. Different sections were made at different times. The very beginning kind of came while I was in the end of a turbulent relationship. It was very much like we didn't know what we were doing, where we were going, or how it was going to be. So it was hard for me to understand and like see a clear-cut picture. And in and of itself, I don't think that we loved each other. And it was one of those things that did end, as a lot of you guys do know. And during that time, I kind of reflected on the fact that I hadn't really spent any time investing into my emotional or spiritual side looking for guidance in any way. I am a believer, whatever it is you practice or meditate. It's one of those things where I felt I had never consulted with my spiritual side about what I was supposed to be doing with my life. I just kind of blew through life like ADHD, spastic, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I was like, maybe I need to kind of like chill and see like where I'm at. And when I wrote that part, I was like, maybe it's time that I do some soul searching, some understanding of my own spirituality, and thinking about where I'm meant to be and not just where I want to be, what I want to force to happen. So that was kind of where I came with that part. And then as you go kind of further into it, I talk about just rewriting myself and wanting to be put somewhere else. And it's something I feel regularly, not just about relationships, but sometimes I just want to rewrite and reinvent myself, and I wish I was somewhere else, because sometimes being somewhere else is easier than being where you are right now. So that was where I was going with that next part. And then I kind of go into like talking about how like the concept of your typical love story kind of usually goes the exact same way, and that's not really how life works. There's a lot more factual decisions to be made in love and romance other than the fun and the connection. There's so much more, and then there's also so much more to life than a single partner, love, romance. There's so many connections you can have with so many people, and we put so much weight in our singular relationship with a partner, or whatever we want to call that, and so much pressure on ourselves to have that and obtain that. And it's one of those things where there's so much value in friends and family and coworkers and relationships that you ignore because it's not that typical romantic relationship. You're not less than because you don't have. And that was something I really enjoyed over the last couple months. Really enjoying, my female friends and of course my male friends too, but just kind of like enjoying friendship and people that care about me and my family. I've spent so much more time with my family, and that's been great, and something that I think I needed to do to grow as a person before I was really ready to like be with somebody else. Right now I'm still doing the single thing, but it's one of those things where I feel like I am more equipped now to potentially have a relationship with someone, because I took the time to kind of focus on me and other people and people I enjoy, and not put so much pressure on another individual to make me feel a certain way. And then at the end, one of my favorite things that I said in there is that I'm not going to please a world that I don't even like. Like, why should I care about anything that this society says I should, when I don't even like half of the things it does or says or is? If I'm protesting like all of these different things, why am I going to go along with this one? That doesn't make any sense. And there's so many people who don't agree with like the way the world is today, but then why would you sell your soul to this idea, this construct? Well, thank you all for joining me to drink and talk about life. I hope that you come back, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Get yourself a wine glass. Bye!